Star Wars, The Acolyte, my dear, dear Star Wars. Okay, first let's talk about Star Wars. When something's in its lowest, my natural state is to hope. So when this show came out, I was hopeful. The Acolyte is essentially a Disney Plus show. It centers around an investigation into a shocking crime spree that pits a respected Jedi Master against a dangerous warrior from his past. As more clues emerge, they travel down a dark path where sinister forces reveal all is not what it seems. The show's protagonist is Osha. She's played by Amandla Stenberg. Sorry if I butchered that. The cast is also joined by Jung-jae, who plays Master Soul, and Carrie-Anne for a couple minutes. The stronger performances coming from Jung-jae and Amandla. The show is more intriguing than strong to me. I say this because I am intrigued into how everything's going to end. But there are so many coincidences, there are so many things that just do not make sense. For example, there's a character in here. His name is Yair. He plays a Jedi Knight. And although it seems this promotion just happened, and it is pretty early on in his newfound duty or role in his employment, it seems a certain female Padawan always has the up on him when it comes to devising a plan or just thinking. As a Padawan, she's amazing. She should be the Jedi Knight. But that's the thing I'm trying to say. It doesn't make sense to make someone a Jedi Knight and then for his rank to hold no sort of experience or battle wit or common sense. Usually they're the ones that teach. They're the ones who have Padawans so that they can then instruct. They've been through most of life. They are wiser. It just didn't make sense that he's a Jedi Knight, and so far there's nothing to prove that he is. He has the behavior of a Padawan. I looked up who plays Yair. Actually, this is very interesting summary from Screen Rant. And the Acolyte Barnett plays Yair Fander, a Jedi Knight and Guardian with a big personality. Yeah, he has many things that stand out, including his yellow lightsaber. Speaking of personality, a lot of the characters in this series do not have much of one. The standout is Soul. Again, Soul, they wrote him, I would say, the best, despite a lot of clunky dialogue. There is a touch of a gem. The way that he describes the Force to the younglings that he teaches, I thought was a good explanation and a good understanding that a Jedi Master of his stature would have. I like that. The way he described it, it's more like being in the ocean and trying to find the balance. And what I appreciate about that writing itself is that it makes the Force seem more than just a power, which it always was in Star Wars. It was always more than just a superpower ability. It's also about mental fortitude. Mind you, I haven't seen Boba Fett. I haven't seen Obi-Wan. I've seen Andor because it has Diego Luna. I'm a big fan of his. After watching Andor, I became a really big fan of Andor. And like I said, my Star Wars, was up here. I was in a Star Wars high with Andor because it is really well written. It's slow enough to where you have so much breathability to really engulf yourself in the characters. And I hope that this show learns from that going down. Like I said, I do have hope. There are little gems in there in the show. Very dirt covered gems, but they're there. I hope in a sense that in the 6 episodes remaining, it does less than what it did in the last 2 episodes that we just watched. Because the pacing felt very off. Things felt rushed. Let's talk about the strength though. I would say it's the visual effects, a little bit of the makeup work too, and the set design. And obviously these are things to just convince you subtly that this is a Star Wars world. But it's still important to acknowledge these things because at times they are commendable. All in all, I will be watching the rest of the series, and I hope to get back to you with anything other than I'm glad I watched this so you guys didn't have to. Hope that doesn't happen. You know, the Star Wars is something I hold very dear in my heart. So many people do. And I think that's why we set it to such a high standard. Because it's such a powerful story, very moving, and in this beautiful and huge world where you could do almost anything. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought about the review. Let me know what you thought about the Acolyte. Catch you guys soon. Bye bye.